Hello, Katie Hunt here with your weekly intuitive reading for the week of July 1st, 2019. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that this energy is not kicking you too much in the ass, but we have some nice gifts ahead of us this week. First of all, we have a new moon. So we have a new moon the first couple days in July, which is awesome. It's very cool to start out a month out with a new moon. New moon is a time of new beginnings. It's about setting intentions and making plans for your future. And when we begin a new month, we're also beginning a brand new energy cycle and a brand new karmic cycle that comes along with this new month. So the two kind of combine is creating this extraordinary push forward. This is going to be a huge week of release. We've had a lot of that happening this year. It's been a really intense time. But the person that you will turn out to be on December 31st will not be at all you today, or even the person that you were January 1st of this year. There's been so much change, so much movement, and it's all in service to all of us so that we can elevate ourselves, so that we can bring in more light and we can change the world for the better and bring in more love into the planet. So just keep on keeping on because we have a lot of clearing to be done this week. But what's different about this is that there's this extra additional push from the universe outside of this new moon energy. That is this universal kind of push forward. This karma, if you will, this week is about release. That extra little push is about release. It's time for you to let go. Let go of the stuff that is currently in your life. Let go of the stuff that's not working. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's time to let it go. Let the chips fall where they may. And most importantly, let go of control. Allow the universe to kind of take over a little bit and to show you where it is that you need to go. There might be some decisions that need to be made this week, but it will be very clear and you will have a lot of assistance through many, many different mediums to make this type of decision. The whole kind of theme of this week is releasing the past. Let it go. Let go of past hurts, past anger, and just be aware of the fact that the stuff that defines you today, all of those pains, all of the pain that you've experienced, all of those traumas, all of those heartbreak moments, those may have brought you to be the person that you are, but they don't actually have to define you any longer. And what would you do in your life if you could wipe the slate clean? If you didn't have those past traumas teaching you a lesson or bringing you, putting you in this box that you have to sit in because you've learned this lesson a long time ago from all of the stuff that you've experienced, or you can't be in a relationship with someone because they've hurt you too much, or you can't be in a relationship period because you've been hurt too much. What would your life look like if you could wipe the slate clean? There is a tremendous amount of energy coming in right at this moment, and I'm so hot. I don't know if you can feel it coming through, but it is friggin' intense. It's like shit is burning off. So nurture yourself this week because there's going to be a lot going. And pay attention to the limitations that you put on yourself because of past experiences. What is it that you do not allow yourself to indulge in because of the primal part of you has defined it to be bad because of past experience? What would your life look like if you could wipe the slate clean, have a brand new set of skills, and not have all of that past trauma that affects you today? Just some food for thought. As we go into the beginning of the week, that's right around the time that we have the new moon. We also have this beautiful partnering of this, like on top of this general theme, we also have another layer of release helping us. This is an enormous cycle that is coming to an end. And it's kind of beautiful timing because right around where the new moon is when we're going to be transitioning out of this energy. So it's time for you to let go of the cycle that you're living in, so that you can set intentions for this next period. What is it that you want going forward? And just to kind of come back to the theme and all of that energy, when we have all of this heat and we have this fire burning stuff off, we can get a little bit irritable. We can get very impatient, like very much when you're too hot and you get really cranky. So just also, that is a message for you as well, to pay attention to what are the things that are triggering you and are just like your first go-to. Like if you just, I just can't do this. Like when does that heat start to rise up when you're with it, when you're interacting with people and when you're in your life? When are you triggered? When is that, when are all those emotions really intense? Those are the types of things that you need to let go of and you need to like dig into a little bit, so that you can finally close this chapter, because the cycle is ending. You don't want to get closed in the book. You want to be moving forward. This cycle is ending whether you want it to or not. So how can you help the process? By consciously bringing things up to release, or consciously letting go of the things that you want to release. As we kind of go through, come to this understanding that the worst is over, that there is a potential future for you where you aren't hurt like you were in the past. Like those things in the past that defined you up until now don't actually have to define you. What if the worst is over and now you get to reap all of the rewards for all of the hard work that you've been putting in and all of the stuff that you've been doing? So this new found sense of purpose is trying to find its way to you, but it can't come to you if you're worried about all of the old shit that you have been dealing with. Let it go. Decide what it is you want, and then get creative with it. What would you do if you could do anything? If anything that you touch turned to gold? Get creative. Start to dream. Make some decisions about some things that you want to change going forward. And this is a really intense time. You know, releasing all of this stuff can be a lot, but it's all a part of the process. And maybe you don't start off running this weekend on this brand new path. Some of you, you will. You'll be totally ready to go. And actually by the end of the week, you'll look back and find it very funny that those things that you've released used to define you in such a way. But what would you do if you could do anything? What are some of the creative parts of you that need to be expressed? Do you have a book inside of you? Do you have a business that you've always wanted to try? Do you have a song that you need to write, or a poem or something like that? So get creative, allow it to come out, because you've created this tremendous amount of room to bring in brand new gifts into your life. And so this week will be a really cool week looking at this. This clearing is so much different than the clearing that we've been doing. It's not that heavy, like exhaustive, like super upsetting clearing that we've been doing. It's like things are burning up and things are just coming out, and just get really curious about the things and the boundaries that you put in place. Why are you putting those boundaries in place? Boundaries are good, but just question them to see, where is this coming from? What trauma is actually triggering me to feel like I need to put the hand out to pump the brakes a little bit? I can definitely see this in my own life in a very, very big way. And it's already starting a little bit. I can feel it already. So it's kind of an exciting time. So I'm very excited to check in with you next week to see how this all plays out. Thank you so much for being here each and every week. I'm so, so, so grateful. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can grow this thing together. And if you have not already, please come by katiehunt.ca to subscribe for your chance to win a free session with me and to receive special insights only shared through my email list. Thank you so much, and have an incredible week. Nurture yourself and just let it go. Just let it all go. I'm sending you so much love.